Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing yet again another tattoo video. I'm kind of doing something, it's similar to my first tattoo video, which is almost at 1 million views. Oh my god. First, I just want to say a lot of this video is going to be me talking, so if you're annoyed by me talking, sorry. But I will put the times in the description box as to where you can watch the actual demonstrations. I'm going to show you how to remove Saniderm and how to clean your tattoo, how to moisturize your tattoo, all the goods. I recently got 2 new tattoos. My mom is not happy, but you know what? I can do what I want. Saniderm. It's a very sticky plastic. The thing I can compare it to, if you get an IV at the hospital and they want to keep it in for several days, let's say, they put the IV in and then they put this clear plastic over it and that just keeps it in place. If any of you have ever had this, you know it's very sticky, it doesn't let that needle move, and it's a bitch to take off. Saniderm is used by some tattoo artists. I've been to 5 different tattoo artists in my tattoo career. 2 of them have used Saniderm. But if not, it'll probably be just like plastic wrap and then taped on, which is fine. But I find Saniderm just makes the tattoo healing process so much easier and cleaner. In terms of cleanliness, I find it's just better because you keep it on for the first couple days of your tattoo healing. So by the time you remove the Saniderm, your tattoo is kind of sealed up. So you skip that whole phase of your tattoo oozing all over the place, getting stuck to your clothes, getting stuck to your bed sheets, because it's under the Saniderm and it stays in there. I just feel like when the tattoo is at its most vulnerable, which is when it's really an open wound, it's protected from everything. It may not look great because everything kind of gets smushed under the Saniderm, but it's collecting all that junk. And you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to clean it or anything, obviously, while it's under there. But what you want to make sure is that no like air pockets open up. So if it starts peeling off, so for example, I had a chunk of Saniderm over this tattoo and it started rolling down a little bit because my wrist bends as it should, and that was fine. But if it ever gets to the point where there's enough space for air and water or whatever to get like down into the tattoo, that's when you want to remove the Saniderm for sure, even if you're supposed to keep it on for longer. Just because if things get trapped inside with the tattoo that's open, it can cause infection. If there's just little bits that are rolling, but there's no opening to the tattoo, you can just trim the edges so it doesn't get caught or looks better, I don't know. But yeah, so I typically keep mine on for 2 to 3 days. Obviously, some tattoo artists may say longer or shorter, it really depends. And like I said, if there's an air pocket, you do want to remove it ASAP. But when you remove the Saniderm, it's fairly easy. You want to make sure you do it properly because the first time I got Saniderm, I just figured, oh, you remove it like a band-aid. No, don't do that. I didn't ruin it, but there were like a few chunks that like came off with the Saniderm and I had to get a touch-up. So it's so easy to remove Saniderm. What you're going to do is kind of find an edge and you're going to start pulling it in the direction of your hair growth. So I'm pulling it towards my hand in this case. You do not want to pull upwards like you're taking a band-aid off, because that is what can ruin your tattoo. So you're just going to keep pulling this way until the entire thing comes off, and that's pretty much it. It's totally normal to see little bits of ink or whatever on the Saniderm after it's removed. You see it more with this tattoo. Once you have removed the Saniderm, you're going to want to wash your tattoo immediately to get all the remaining plasma, blood, excess ink off of there. The tattoo shops will try to sell you more expensive soaps and moisturizers, but I'm here to tell you you don't need to do that. You can literally just go to your drugstore, or you might even have some of these products already. The soap I use is the Neutrogena Transparent Facial Bar, and the important thing you want to see here is that it is fragrance free. So you can use pretty much any mild soap as long as it is fragrance free, because if there's fragrance, it can irritate the crap out of your tattoo. You don't want anything harsh, nothing, just simple. Keep it simple. It's a little wound, okay? And the soap I do keep in a little container with a lid just for me. I don't want my family touching it. Don't need their cooties on my tattoo. So what you're going to do is lather up your soap and gently scrub your tattoo. And I never directly run my tattoo underwater. I just kind of bring some water up to it like so. And then you always want to use paper towel to dry it, because towels can have bacteria and they can irritate your tattoo because they're more abrasive. So you don't want to rub or anything. You're just gonna blot your tattoo like I did in that video. And now I'm just doing my leg tattoo, same procedure. For moisturizer, this is what I use for my face every single day. So this is the Lubriderm Unscented, again, lotion. Normal to dry skin. Very important, again, that it is fragrance free. Like I said, it can irritate your tattoo. The moisturizer I use 2 to 3 times a day. It depends on how I'm healing. If I'm really peeling a lot, then I will moisturize 3 times, but normally 2 is fine for me. So you're just going to take a very small amount. You don't want to smother your tattoo, and just spread it over. And if you apply too much and it's really shiny, you can just blot it off with paper towel. I find with the Saniderm, I don't peel half as much as I do without it. Also, don't really get that itchy. If you're someone that gets very itchy, moisturizer is your friend. You don't want to over moisturize, because that will leave your tattoo like sopping wet. You're just like smothering it in moisturizer constantly. So don't do that. That's also why you're not supposed to take a bath or go in a pool or whatever. Both for hygienic reasons, like you can get an infection in a pool, and because the scabs will be sopping wet, and when they're wet they can just like slide off easier, which sounds disgusting, but you don't want that happening, because if the scabs come off prematurely they can yank ink with it. So you're gonna need a touch up or it's not gonna look good. So please don't. Never peel or pick at your tattoo. In my other tattoo video, the main question I get is, during the peeling phase, do you moisturize and wash your tattoo? And absolutely yes. I may have not made it that clear in that video, but I was just demonstrating the moisturization and the soap and the cleaning process once. I wasn't going to show it every single day. People seem to think that that means I only clean it once and moisturize it once, but no, I continue that process every single day. So we wash once in the morning, once at night, and then I moisturize right after washing, and then sometimes in the middle of the day if I need it. That answers that question. I get that question every day. If not more than once a day. But I do want to say that I will heal differently than you, for example. So I have a lot of people commenting on my videos saying like, oh, like your tattoo, like it's not supposed to heal like that, like why is it so dry? It's because you didn't use da 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 da. What you see in that video is normal for me. I know other people that have peeled like that. It totally depends on what work was done, how heavily handed the artist was. Like, there's so many factors as to why I heal like that. Not every person is going to heal the same way, and that's fine. What you want to look for is signs of infection, which are a little complicated just because at the very beginning it may seem like you have a lot of signs of infection, but that's just because it's new. When you first get your tattoo, obviously it's going to be red and warm to the touch. That's normal. Swollen, maybe a bit painful. It totally depends on you, where you got it, how much work was done. After 48 hours it should be more calmed down. let's just say after a week it's still warm to the touch and very red. That is concerning. If there's anything green or yellow that's like oozing from it, that's really concerning. Like I said at the beginning, when you get it you will be oozing, but it'll just be like clear or blood or like a bit of excess ink. It shouldn't be green or yellow unless you got green or yellow ink. But yeah, once it's sealed up, there really shouldn't be anything oozing out of there. Let me know what you think about Saniderm because I really like it. I want to know if you've tried it, do you like it or do you not like it and why? Okay, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!